Hi guys, my name is Izzadeen Hack. I am a student at Florida International University studying electrical engineering with two concentrations in cybersecurity and nanotechnology. The purpose of the video today is to bring to you a subject matter known as fake access point. Now this video is being created for the course being taught at Florida International University known as ethical hacking. It's taught by a really good professor named Faisal Kaleem. He's probably one of the best out there, and we really appreciate him teaching this to us so that I can actually bring to you this video right now to help you better prepare yourself for the future and future events that can actually happen. Now, on the subject of fake AP, I will go into details with what it is, how it works, and as an added bonus, I will throw in a demonstration just to prove to you the concept, how it works, and to show you just how real this can actually be and where it can be used. So let's get right to it, shall we? Again, it's fake access points, fake AP, the course Ethical Hacking, Professor Kaleem, and Florida International University. Furthermore, an overview of it. Okay, so fake access points. They're set up for victims to connect to, and what these fake access points are, it's a fake internet point. So what happens is a user, not knowing exactly what they're connecting to when they see an open internet point, they will go ahead and connect to it, and if a hacker has actually set up a fake AP, the person connecting to the internet can actually be endangering themselves. Now, fake APs also have sniffers that can be used to detect packets, and packets are what are used to communicate back and forth and send information and receive information. And by getting these packets, capturing these packets, what a hacker can actually do is record username and passwords. Now, if you think about it, how many of us today actually use our banking system for mobile devices? And how many of us actually take our computers to these hotspots, connect to the internet, and start going about our daily lives, be it checking emails, checking bank information like I've mentioned already, checking other types of information that require username and passwords. It's an ongoing process, and if you connect to these without knowing what you're doing, and especially in the future when this becomes even more of a problem, you can actually be endangering yourself and your information. Now, the purpose of me making this video is I want you to be able to protect yourself. And like I said, bank information can be seized, and the ease of actually obtaining this information, it's not that difficult at all, I should say. It's very, very easy to obtain this type of information. And you might think that, okay, if it's just my email that's broken into, I could just go and change it. Well, not necessarily, because email can also contain a lot of your personal information that you might have stored on there, especially if you're higher up at a higher up company and you mistakenly do this out in the open. Well, you could release a lot of information that can possibly harm you and your company itself. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the specifics and how this is done. Of course, like I said, you have your computer, you go to a hotspot and you connect to it. What am I talking about exactly? So I have right now a MacBook Pro that I'm making this video off of. I would do it on my big computer. I have a monster desktop running a quad-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's more than capable of hacking, but I'm not going to use it for malicious use. And again, I would like to point out that I'm not going to be responsible for anything that's going to be done with this video in the future. It is just being made so that you can better prepare yourself for the future and protect yourself. So don't blame me for anything. Now, I'm using this MacBook Pro just to show you that this is a mobile device. You know, I can take this anywhere I want to go, and I can actually set this up just to demonstrate, but I will just demonstrate it straight from right here at home and show you just how easy this can be done. Now, let me go back to this presentation that I was showing you guys earlier. Let's say I am the attacker itself. I have my MacBook. I go to this Starbucks, we'll use as an example. I go there and I set up my station. I connect directly to the internet myself, and by using the internet connection, what I do is I use an external NIC card network interface card, and I use that external NIC card to broadcast a fake signal. And by broadcasting that fake signal, what the victim will see is not the internet connection, but it'll see the connection that I am actually broadcasting. So if I want, I can actually set up a signal called Starbucks Free Wi-Fi or whatever they're calling it, and if my signal is actually strong enough, it can knock that other signal out, and they would have no choice but to connect to mine, which is a lot easier to do than you think. But if not, I can also broadcast some other type of signal that would be free, and if I have any victim connect to my card, then I can start running sniffers and start capturing those type of packets. Now, what I would like to show you guys is this. This is a NIC card. It's an external wireless card that I have from Alpha. It has capable of quite a lot of things actually, but specifically for what I'm using it for, it helps me broadcast a fake signal just so I can demonstrate just how easy this is for a hacker to do. And of course, I will omit a lot of information from this as far as the details in the demonstration. That way, anybody watching this video can't actually try to duplicate it and then blame me myself for it. However, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's a NIC card, network interface card, and in my case, what I'm using it for is setting it up so I can broadcast a fake signal that the victim will want to connect to. And then by bridging my card to the network interface of itself, so to Starbucks' original internet, I can capture the traffic as it flows through my computer and then reroute it to the internet of itself. Now, I want you to protect yourself, like I said, so let me show you a quick demonstration on how this is done and show you that, well, there is actual information that can be obtained from it. So here I'm running a program under an operating system called Backtrack 5R3, and this program is called EasyCreds. Now, EasyCreds has multiple different options that can be done. It can use poisoning attacks, it runs fake AP, and under the poisoning attack, if we go, you see there are standard ARP poisoning, DHCP poisoning, DNS poisoning, different sorts of stuff. I will not actually get into this. This is actually another way you can target information by taking down a network of itself and causing other viewers to see different different MAC addresses, but in any case, that's out of the scope of this video. If anything, I can always get into that in another video, but for right now, I would like to just stay focused on running just a fake AP. So what I'll do is go ahead and get this started. Again, I am using a program called EasyCreds. Now you see here, fake AP attack static, fake AP attack evil twin. What I'll be using is the fake AP attack itself. There's a lot that goes behind actually setting this up. I will not demonstrate it because then, well, I might actually be influencing others to try this, and I don't want that. So a lot of steps have been skipped for the security of everyone else, but of course all this information is readily available online, and I'm not going to be the one to blame for it because it's out there and I'm just trying to do this, so again, you protect yourself. Would I like to include a sidejacking attack? I can if I want, but I'm not going to. That's not the point of this. Now, if you notice here, I have two interfaces set up, and actually, let me just run this really quick for you to see. So, this interface, Etho0, is the interface of my internal NIC card on my MacBook Pro. It's connected directly to my home internet, and the alpha that I showed you guys earlier, the wireless interface, I have that as WLAN1, and that doesn't have an internet address. It's actually going to be run later on in monitor mode and in promiscuous mode so that I can broadcast a fake signal, and by broadcasting that fake signal, I will later use my Android device to connect directly to it and show you, well, once I log into Facebook, that I'll be able to obtain the username and password. And for right now, I will only target Facebook. I don't really want to target any other sites right now. I have my program set up specifically for Facebook. If anything, other hackers out there will have this program or other programs like it set up for Bank of America, Chase, Yahoo, Gmail, all these other type of sites that include username and passwords that these programs will be set up for. I will continue by labeling which interface is connected to the internet, which is Etho0, as you can see right here. Yep, Etho0. Now it's going to ask me which wireless interface. Well, I only have one which is already set up, which is my alpha, the WLAN 1, as I explained earlier. Now, here's the cool part. Now it's asking me to pick an ESSID, which I can choose it now to be whatever I want. So I can label it as Free-Wifi, Starbucks Wi-Fi, McDonald's Wi-Fi. I can pick whatever I want, and whatever I pick, my NIC card will actually broadcast that signal out. So my cell phone device, any other device trying to connect to the internet, will actually read it as what you put. So if I put free Wi-Fi, it will register it as free Wi-Fi. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that and then show you from my phone what exactly is happening. So let's go ahead and put in Starbucks Wi-Fi. It'll ask me what channel I want to broadcast on. I will broadcast on 6. I haven't had any problems with 6. Now, this next part, it's telling me that my interface has been placed in monitor mode, so now it's going to be readily available to just capture traffic that's connected to it. So it already put one in monitor mode for me, labeled as Mon0, so I'll just go ahead and enter that. Move on. The tunneled interface, I set this up earlier, and I'm just going to go ahead and enter it. I did set it as AT0. Do I have a populated DHCPD.conf file? No, I don't. So now it's going to ask me for the network range. I will just enter the standard one here. And then I'll use Google Server. So just like that, in a few easy steps, I've already created actually a fake access point. Now, EasyCreds will launch a few utilities here by itself. One will be airbase-ng. This other one is just a message letting me know exactly what's going on. SSL strip is going to be launched. The EtherCap will be launched. This will actually be the bad boy right here telling me the username and passwords that are being attained. And I have another URL snarf and DS sniff. So far, I've launched the program. I will show you right now that from my Android device, the signal that I actually broadcasted just now is actually being displayed. So I will go onto my Wi-Fi settings here, and there you go. If you notice, Starbucks Wi-Fi being broadcast. So my fake access point is actually working. It's broadcasting the fake Wi-Fi that we just set up again. And you can see right there, it's obtaining an IP address and it's already starting to connect to the internet. So let me just go back now and show you exactly where I've created my MacBook to be the attacker. The victim has become my Android phone. Now my Android phone is connecting directly to the NIC card connected to my MacBook. And the information will be sent through my computer and then rerouted to the internet. That way, this phone, the victim, is still getting internet connectivity while I'm the man in the middle just extracting information. So let's go ahead and show exactly what's going to happen. If you notice, the request has been put in and EtherCap has recorded it. This will be the client, which is my phone, just showing that, you know what, it is actually connected. Even here in the message saying an Android has been connected, so I know exactly what's going on. And of course, if I was a hacker and using this for malicious intent, I could sit at a Starbucks Wi-Fi and know exactly what is being connected to my fake access point. And if I just look around and observe, I can tell, you know, more than likely if there's only one person using an iPad and I see an iPad connected, I know that's the person I'm attacking. So that's that. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and connect now. Like I told you guys earlier, I set up Facebook for this whole process. And if you notice nothing here yet for username and password, so I will go ahead now and connect to Facebook from my Android device, and you'll see that the password and information that I put in from my phone will actually be recorded through my computer, just like I said earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and get this part set up, and let's just type in anything. Let's say the username will be, I'm not obviously going to put my own username and password, that doesn't make any sense. Let's say fake AP is dangerous. That will be the username, and the password, let's put it as protect yourself. Oops, spelled that wrong, didn't I? So I just want you guys to see that I did actually indeed put in the fake AP is dangerous and protect yourself as the password. So once I actually hit login now, this information will be transmitted as a packet, and there you go. I got the error message. Of course, it's not going to connect. So far, my Android device has sent the information package through my computer to connect to the internet. My computer will actually record that package, and by recording that package, I'm able to extract the username and the password that I just put in. So let me show you that I was able to actually do that. So if you look right here in this part, there you go. What do I have here? Username, fake AP is dangerous, and the password, protect yourself. Pretty crazy, isn't it? So as you see, I've actually demonstrated how easy it is to set something up like this. If you're unaware of these type of things and you go aimlessly connect to these internet sites these internet locations that are being broadcasted freely, and you're not aware of your surroundings, you're not aware of who is actually on that network itself, and let's say you decide, okay, you're going to go log on to Facebook, you're going to log on to your bank account to start doing some banking, and you have someone with malicious intent sitting there, well, they're going to be extracting all this information from you, and that in the long run will hurt you. So that's it pretty much for this video. I hope you have learned quite a bit from it. If there's any questions, anything, please feel free to drop me a comment on YouTube or anything else. Those who do know me, that I will post this directly on my Facebook for you guys to see. I hope you benefit from it, and please leave your feedback for me. Let me know how I did on the video. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I will see you later. Thank you again.